To Damon, Alfred Galpin, Jr., upon his coming of age, November 8th, 1922. Damon I pause, perplexed to own, a muse too dull and feeble grown, to greet with just applause a day so bright with hope's auspicious ray, as when at court some booby squire but stammers when he would admire thy faltering lines erratic run, while tuned to hail thee 21, untainted boy whose agile brain so quick outstrips the vulgar train, whose sprightly wit and able sense with heavy shams so well dispense. For thee no moments gone to waste on vapid dreams and doubtful taste, on myths that every fact denies, and beauties meant for common eyes. Thy mind for noble reason cast, surveys and sifts the teeming past, selects the good for brilliant use, with what the present can produce, and joins the whole, as fits a stage, to visions of the future age. How loves the admiring eye to trace thy progress in the gradual race, to mark thy spirit's rising power from prattling childhood's careless hour. Thine infant words of learned kind, with joy I oft recall to mind. The pretty jest, the swift conceit, the turn of satire sharp and fleet, the marshalled facts a numerous store, and the fancy's well assorted lore. All this profuse and neatly knit, to worldly wisdom's priceless wit, so young and wise, yet as thy years increase, still greater sense appears. I still can see thy growing days, illumined with an art's expanding blaze, thy widening vision ever bright with beams of philosophic light, thy reason vaster far than mine, proportioned to a proud design, and pride itself imperious gift, above the mob thy soul to lift. So now thou standest so quickly grown to manhood's high and dizzy throne, can I believe who so late observe thee still in boyhood's state, use well, young sage, thy new domains, nor scorn thy fellows' cruder pains. Let that deep wisdom which can shew the emptiness of what we know teach thee to flout all things of earth, save kindness, honor, taste, and worth. Thine older days and bless in joy, let please the man what pleased the boy, nor fail to own that o'er the rest contentment stands to make thee blessed. Be mild though learn, nor needless fret at all the cares about thee set. The world is fixed, nor can thy will abate or cure a single ill. 'Tis wisdom's part to mold the mind, to bear each varying woe we find. Do what thou canst with even thought, but shun the snares vain hopes have wrought. Let simple pleasures bless thy soul, and gentle manners prove thy goal. Adopt the sense the past can bring, but ne'er to outworn fetters cling. Accept the new if it can please, without the loss of truth or ease, yet spurn that novelty whose lure is brief and never can endure. Let the moth's mouthings pass thee by, whose inner soul towers lone and high, yet mock them gently since they form but mindless eddies in the storm. Fix thine abode a peaceful spot in fancy's vari-colored grot, where with a thought thou canst possess castles and gardens limitless, ethereal groves and flowering plains, and fiery music's moving strains, realms that no vulgar eye may see, nor vulgar creed subtract from thee. Damon, thy pathway now must reach, just as thy guideless sense may teach. Thou standest mature, empowered to choose the road to tread, the arts to use, and as I mark the milestone past, remembering how thy mind is cast, I smile content, well pleased to know that wisdom prompts thee how to go. And so in the middle of that first stage of full accountability and independent morality, I'm talking about the brain stage, so about 18 is a female, 21 is a male, a person's full grown. Now that doesn't really change whatever, but in terms of their accountability or anything like that, but it is a time where one's had time as a young adult to have established, to have finished a certain degree of education or savings, whether building up a home here over a couple years or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, there's that. And, you know, we have a lot of artificial ages that people bring up, but 30 is really sort of the peak of male strength. So some would say 30 is a very particular, important age there. Some say 40 because then you kind of... but you don't have to have a midlife crisis, by the way.